Now, first we are going to comment briefly about the topics that we're going to talk in this month podcast. First, as usual, we comment about the latest PHP versions, latest releases. The PHP 7.2.0 release candidate is already out, but it still have a few release candidates to go. Next, we talk about a proposal, a discussion about what happens when you use double values as indexes of arrays. Next, we talk about a proposal to make to have a sort of a default value for list assignment. When we have an array that you want to assign to different variables, you can specify some defaults when the array positions do not have elements. Next, we are going to talk about the easy method of overriding built-in PHP functions. This will be a proposal if still to pass, of course. Next, we are going to talk about this article that talks about the history of unserialized that is used on PHP. The next, talk about the old elephant date. It's not specific to PHP, but since the elephant is the mascot of PHP, this just would be nice to remember. Next, we are going to talk about a couple of articles. One about how to create a PHP captcha solver. Using a class that is named PHP OCR. It will recognize characters in an image, and it will hopefully correctly identify them. Not very fancy. It's not even a complete captcha solution, but captcha solver solution, but it will do something interesting. Next, we have another article. This time is about implementing a fix for the year 2038 problem that, in case you don't know, it will affect computers that still rely on 32-bit numbers for referencing be related to the reference date, which is the epoch in 1970, January 1st. Now we are going to start talking about the innovative packages of the month. In the case of June 2017, and we would be eventually going to be talking about the nominees of June and JS classes site, but unfortunately there are a couple of classes being published there, but they were not considered innovative, so they are not innovative. So we had to skip and not comment on nominees, but you can still review the ranking of authors and Innovation Award winners by country. First, Emil Kilage is still ahead in the first place with 3 packages and 11 points. Martin Barker.
Can you share the screen?
Oh, right. I thought I was already sharing.
No, you were sharing your face.
Yeah.
Which is also nice.
That's kind of you. Yeah. So I was always saying Emil Kilage in first with 3 packages and 11
One more.
points.
Yeah, zoom in. Exactly. Thanks.
Yeah, I zoomed it already. Okay, it should be big enough by now. Then Martin Barker from England is with 2 packages and 9 points. Martin Latter with a package of 5 points from England, and the Stoth from Hungary with 1 package and 3 points. He started with Arthur Sozins and Don Hastings from Latvia and England, respectively. Jeremy Judah from China is also tied with 1 package and 3 points. Then Tilby from Germany with 1 package and 2 points. Is tied David Normington with also one package in 2 points as well. Tom LeBron. By countries, we have the United Kingdom is ahead in first place uh, with one package, no, sorry, with 6 packages and 19 points, followed by Sweden with 3 packages and 11 points. Then Latvia is tied with China and Hungary with a package of 3 points. Then Germany, Spain, and France and Brazil are tied with one package with 2 points. Finally, United States is in 10th with one package and 2 points. Now, for the Innovation Award winners of June in PHP, we have 30 nominees. Arthur, which ones would you like to talk about?
All the best ones.
Oh, I have to.
No, I'm kidding. They are all good. Let me just select those. So, do you see my screen? I think yes, you do. Right? Yes. So the first one I wanted to comment is PHP anti-captcha. So we just covered something similar in articles on how to solve the captcha. But in this case, it's using a web service to send the image and try to decode it, find the text in it, and respond to it. So this way you can try to decode captchas and also create a bot that would solve them. It was developed by Roman Kozin from Ukraine, and he got one big LPHP and plush mascot. So yeah, the first winner gets the first plush toy. That's normal.
Yeah.
The next package is untor, block users to access from a network using Tor. So yes, there are Tor networks that would hide your identity, your IP addresses, and encrypt the connection, so it would not be able to recognize you at all. And in some cases, you might want to block them, like to prevent them from trying to do something malicious on your server. And in this case, this package would help to do it by checking the IP address against Tor networks and caching them, so you would not to have to make requests all over again. And it was developed by Romeo Gamelas from Portugal, and he got one downloadable copy of PHP Professional for this package. Next, a really interesting package is an PHP expert system engine. So basically you have a script which this class can parse with questions, and then this class asks the questions to the end user and provides them an options to respond, and based on these options it can again progress further and follow some steps. So it's very useful for some kind of tutorials or troubleshooting guides when you have specific questions, and based on them you need to do the next steps and ask something else and stuff like that, so making decision trees. And this class was developed by Bob Bedwick from United States. Yeah, he didn't pick a price, I think.
Yeah, some others are happy by participating, not drinking prize, which is also fine. So it's all fine.
Next package is PHP show HTML source code. Hey, do you see your screen zoomed in or my screen? Can you maybe switch to my screen?
I can see your screen when you
Oh,
talk.
okay, so good. I'm just checking. So PHP show HTML source code. So in some cases, you want to show the source code of your current web page in your page. So yeah, of course, everyone can take a view source and view it, but sometimes, like for showing examples of integrating packages, you can show example, for example, of your direct source code, and that it would be cool. And you can style it and do whatever you want. And this package would help you do that. I think there are screenshots too. Yes. So you can loading.
It doesn't appear. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can do that with your with this package, and I don't know, there is a demo. I usually have problems here. Let me try the separate window. Okay, replaces the context menu, view source. Yeah, so it doesn't use the default browser view source, but it's already created its own, so you can style it the way you want. It's pretty neat. And yeah, it was developed by Devin Gao from United States, and he got one downloadable copy of Komodo ID for this package. Next package is PHP 7 debug. So this is PHP class that allow you to debug some exceptions, and basically it's based on PHP 7 debugging features. Yeah, handle runtime errors and exceptions. You need to load it before loading everything else. Here's an example, and try to debug with the PHP code instead of having a debugger. And this class was developed by Chris Ugwu from Nigeria, and yeah, he didn't pick a price. Next package is character set from string. So in UTF strings, there could be many different character sets, and this package tries to analyze each character and find the most predominant character set, and then propose it as a main character set. So it could detect Latin, Greek, Cyrillic, Armenian, etc. And it was developed by Peter Kao from Hong Kong, and yeah, no price to here. And the last one I wanted to comment is Chinese master. So in Chinese language, they have two text sets, simplified and traditional Chinese encodings, and this class can detect whether it's simplified or traditional and can try to convert from one to another. And it was developed by Peter Kao from Hong Kong again, yeah. I think that's it on my part.
Okay, on my part, I also like to comment a few, if I can share the screen.
I hope you can. Previously, you couldn't.
Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Now with Inception.
Yeah. Good.
So, on my behalf, I also like to comment a few packages. There is a PHP matrix arithmetic library. This is not something unusual, but it was innovative among the packages that are in the PHP site that can perform complexity are often used matrices as basis to model the data and store them and then manipulate them. Well, this class performs basic matrix operation, and for that, amazingly, there was no package before that could do that, at least in PHP classes. In the next package that I'd like to comment is leaflet. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that the author is Jinsu Moyes. I don't know what is the meaning of these words, but I hope I'm pronouncing them right. The next that I wanted to comment is one package from Acib Ahmad Brazil that developed. Okay, this is the one. Basically, this is sort of a wrapper around the leaflet JavaScript library that can be used to render maps, and these maps can be implemented in many sites. You can learn how to use them, integrate them with the data from databases, and create a sort of an alternative to Google Maps. So kudos to Acib Brazil for this package. The next package that I'm going to comment is called Letter Composer Multilingual from Peter Kao. He has been developing lots of packages for dealing with languages and differences. And this time it developed a package that allows you to find out to salute somebody in different languages. Well, at least it makes sense. I'm not sure if it makes sense in all the languages. But this package can guess the salutation to use in the messages and have adjust the text that could be, for instance, for a letter. That's why it's called Letter Composer Multilingual. The next package I would like to comment this is not trivial because I had to figure what is the word declaration means, and it seems to be a process of changing the inflection of names, the gender, case of the words, and this could be used to get the plural from the singular, the feminine from the masculine, and so on.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
For these words, and this is neat because sometimes you need to do that. You have messages in one for instance for women, but then you want to send them to men, and the exact wording would not be the same. I'm not sure if this works right, but it seems to be a pretty cool class. The next comment, the next package I want to comment is also an interesting package also for dealing with text, words in different languages. In this case, it can detect the gender of the at least a set of names on different languages. And this is also useful from Peter Carl. And finally, we have another package that this one does not do something trivial, but it can be useful. It's a base class for using implementing the JWT JSON Web Token specification, and in this case, what you'll be able to do is to call the API using this JSON Web Token. I mean, APIs that support them, and now many sites support these tokens. So it could be interesting for those that want to learn this fast. Next, we are going just to review the rankings of the PHP Innovation Award by winners, individual winners. And first we have to, I'm not sharing the screen. I stopped sharing.
You unshared it again.
Then how could I do that? Sometimes I do things not on purpose. Well, as I was going to say, Peter Carl is first. Sorry, Dave Smith.
No, Peter Carl. You're correct the first time.
I was zoomed it and scrolled it away. Peter Carl is the first with 15 packages and it's 105 points. It's far ahead because he sends many packages. Christian Vig is second with 5 packages and 72 points. Naheem bin Azar from Bangladesh with 3 packages and 50 points. Sergey Banoshin with 5 packages and 49 points is followed in fourth place. And Lars Malekon from Germany with 4 packages and 35 points. Following Dave Smith with 2 packages and 31 points. Then again, then Asib Ahmad Bazil from Pakistan with 2 packages and 29 points. Then Vish Sadev from India is in a base point in position. Finally, Jealous Sebrecht. How do I pronounce this name?
Probably Jealous Sebrecht. Yeah.
From Belgium is in 9th position. And finally, Scott Arsiewski, who in 10th position with 2 packages and 24 points. By country, it's more or less related, but not quite. First, United States is ahead with 10 packages and 111 points, followed by France with 10 packages and 109 points. Then Hong Kong with 15 packages and 105 points. Then Pakistan is in fourth with 8 packages and 75 points.
India.
Pakistan, sorry,
Yeah.
India. Then Pakistan is in fifth with 5 packages, 55 points. That's the correct position. Then we have Italy and Germany tied with 54 points. But then comes Bangladesh and Russia. Oh, sorry, Bangladesh with 3 packages and 50 points. Russia with 5 packages and 49 points, and then Ukraine with 3 packages and 30 points.
Yep.